Yeah, I don't know no more about the coaching, the adjustment stuff now, because it don't make no sense to me. If you got the better team, you got the better morale. How are you losing? Yeah, mm. Yeah, I don't get it. So was that really Sean Kemp? Cause I thought I thought I seen this say he got released and wasn't getting charged. Call of Duty teases TMNT collab. So Shredder about to be in Call of Duty. Mm-hmm. 321. Yep. It look like it's gonna be clean. Mm-hmm. Dylan Brooks and
To a lot of different people tonight. What was the message that you had to Draymond?
That's what I do. I talk, and I told him, I told him that keep that mic. You better have the mic than hooping. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing this podcast, keep blogging, keep doing this thing off the court. It's cute, it's fun for him. What Draymond does out there? He said, "I don't like Draymond at all. You don't know me. I just don't like Golden State. I quite frankly wouldn't like a team that beats me all the time either. I don't like
Draymond and Dylan Brooks, boy. Memphis one.
You saw you talking to a lot of different
Yeah.
people tonight. What was the message that you had to Draymond?
That's what I do. I talk, and
With no Morant. It's just Warriors are just not that. It's not that team this year. Let me see what the score was.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder,
Oh, wow.
Moses
110,
Cleveland, way back in
131.
1796. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. This fielded right at the goal line.
Yeah.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, it's not the Warriors for sure. Could you say Denver? Very true.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin
That
the
is very
drive.
true.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game,
Yeah, it's been a while.
it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football.
You think so?
But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
They gonna
Very
eat the
few
play.
missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost two there, and it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Oh, when they going into
That's
the
a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watson on 3rd down. Gonna throw right
I
side
don't know.
here,
I don't know the episode
before
name.
they get it inside
I've
the
been
10 to
watching
the
it.
7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he's met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
They'll try again with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
There you go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
Milo,
really
back up. Hey,
hey. To the chatter coming from
back
the
up.
other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away.
Down.
But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one.
Good boy.
Maybe they can take advantage of that
Down.
with some double moves.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Edwards. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll be upended at
Milo.
3 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate carry.
No, not at all.
Milo.
They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
No. Knock it off. Knock it off. When you go back in your kennel.
I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. And shutting him down early in this game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made
Get out of there.
by the defensive front.
Go.
Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
Okay,
Let's get
it's
into
gonna
sometimes stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
What? What you watching?
Let's go now.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
On play action, Mills.
Oh.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone.
You thought I'm going to get them off me. Now you calling them to come back.
Keep them out of that area.
I want a truth. I want a truth.
You don't want no truth. That's Milo. Tell him, Milo.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Mills. Completes it to Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Once more, Edwards pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Edwards is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Dang.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all the week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Watson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up on second down. The Browns at 12-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now it's Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They go with Chubb on second down. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to move back in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mills to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, the Browns Browns going to go with a nickel set. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for a Houston first. They go play action. Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 64 yards. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're going deep downfield for Boykin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Final play of the half. Mills winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deebo Samuel as time expires in the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead on the final play of the half. The extra point splits the uprights. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Watson off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game,
there he goes left side. Touchdown, Houston. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. The try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Chubb on the counter. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here's Watson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now a 1st down throw. Watson steps away to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And now Watson throws another interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 121 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. After the run, Watson going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To the right side, this is Edwards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 10.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Takes it at the 7th.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Bass. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Got a man here, it's Bryant.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
To the air yet again, Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The end result, 21 yards. Now Watson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 5 yards remain on second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Well, partner, under the lights.
Get him.